Most of the time, people don't really know the views that Botswana have that affect cultural and social conflicts, economic violence. Who are the most vulnerable groups?
Very patriarchal society.
Economic abuse
dominate women.
Gender-based violence does not only happen to women. Ignorance gives rise to gender-based violence.
Most of the time, people don't really know the role. Who are the most vulnerable groups?
What is culture? It's one of those things that you'd really have to look into. And what is our tradition?
Well, issues of dominance, whereby they fall around issues of culture. Well, we normally refer to a husband or a man as the head of the family.
We are from a patriarchal society. What is a patriarchal society and how does that really shape who we are? We grow up knowing that a father is the head of the household. But what does being the head mean? You know, you look within our different customs, within our culture, within our different traditions in Botswana. We believe that a man is the ultimate decision maker.
But to be the head of the family, though having authority and certain rules that you should be following, does not mean that you have to be oppressive. So there are some people who have been raised from certain culture and traditions that obviously make them to feel that they have to be dominating all the time.
Culture and religion are called social and structural drivers of gender-based violence. See, because even though they may not directly say that no, a man or any other person can be violent or must do this, but what they do is they protect the dominance.
With due respect, there are some texts in the Bible, that are abused. For instance, if you talk about religion, that people will refer to, one of them, the most one in our faces all the time. It's said in marriages are being conducted. It's one of those, the text that is quoted, the one about woman obey your husband, or women, then the woman, the wife should obey the husband, the wife should be submissive to the husband.
We're talking about changing a mindset. We're talking about changing a culture. We're talking about changing, the way people live and the way people relate. So it's important that we educate as many people as possible, but in particular, those in leadership. Because in order for us to achieve anything, we need the will, of our leaders.
But there are other societies that have gone into what we call a cultural revolution, where we wake up to see that this is a huge story, in as much as we're trying to develop the infrastructure of the country. So should we develop the human being.
So men need to understand that, they're just human beings. Yeah, they can't do everything, they don't know everything, and in moments of weakness, they need to accept that, I can be weak. The question is, how do I get out of it? And they need to work together with women in a partnership that is fair, that is balanced, where there's proper and effective communication.
So if we can foster and nurture that kind of mindset in the younger generation, in the youth, we might change a lot of stuff. You see, gender equality is not such a far-fetched idea.
So there should be a systematic, effort towards eliminating through education, through socializing our youngsters differently.
We can have leaders standing up and saying that, no, as men, we must now understand that we're equal to women, We're going to see that culture change. At the end of the day, it is not going to drastically change our way of life. It is basically just going to, it's going to improve our way of life.